Everybody, good morning. All right, what's up? What's up? That's a pretty dope name. Why is Google forcing me to change name? I like it. All right. Got some opening movement this morning. Let's check it out. Right here. A little bit of movement. That's not too bad. It's like, well, at least on the S&P. The Nasdaq is falling pretty quickly. Roughly about 100 points in the Nasdaq. S&P's down probably like maybe 15. 10 points. Right into the open. So we get right out the door with our liquidity maps come through. VIX is looking pretty quiet. Still at 12.7 on VIX futures. Good morning, everybody. Numbers before the market have been interesting to watch. Yeah, that's true. Not a bad idea. What do you propose we track? What do you think we should look at? When mental market opens, see how this turns out. This is pretty interesting to watch. Market tried to consolidate lower before open. So we might get a quick little dive at the open here. Now it's looking kind of worse than anything else. I wonder if it was the earnings today. Lowe's was this morning. AutoZone was this morning. Okay, market's open. We're live. All right, let's see what we got. No, that's not looking great. All right, the S&P opening kind of mean reversion. Nasdaq right out the door is hedge pressure break. Let's take a look at this. Careful on this guy. So let's get the liquidity map up here. Breaking hedge pressure is just downside move. It could be very catastrophic. 53 to 40. There's nothing underneath views if it does break. So let's see what it tries to hold. It did open above, so it's going to want to try to stay above. So that's the rule. Anything opens above was going to want to try to stay above. So today we have a limited movement to the upside, longing from here to here. The S&P likely there to there, and then from there it's gonna be hard to say what happens. Let me see if I can't. Kind of inside the middle here. I always like to take a long right off of bear zone, so I'm going to take a long right over here when we tap it. Micros off this one. Kind of like a flush day. Nothing really exciting about this one. Oh, just trying to hold here. Let's see. So our DD rule with high probability bounce from inside of these mean reverting areas, I always long from here to there if it is a ratio greater than a half, which it is. So 75% chance we do not close in bear zone. So it's a higher probability that we do move higher. I just wanted to tap. I literally wanted to tap. Only 10 points of move. I need to get 10 points of move. It's going up from here to there. I'm drawing this. I might drawing reset. Okay, all right. What's I'm looking for here? What are you guys doing today? Let's hear it. What are your strategies? What are y'all thinking? What are we looking at? Normally I look at these I'm surprised figures, so I'm showing the hourly chart here. Days like this, like big old move up, retrace most of it. I always get scared of days like this because while it does hit its boundary that we're talking, that little upside move we're looking for today, when it hits that boundary, a lot of times these kind of things try to fight their way lower. And I'll just keep you around the VIX today. And the VIX is still trading the low 12s, so, or the high 12s, so it's still looking pretty solid. But every time I see days like this, where it goes up and then it starts to come down, my brain always tells me it's trying to make its way here and lower. So,
Apple Cash is an easy, convenient, and secure
commercials, all right. But be very careful on your trades.
It lives within messages. It all happens right in the chat. Then you can.
I don't think I'm gonna get this one.
Right with Apple Pay. See? Easy peasy. And way more private than pay apps. Apple Cash.
Is that half cap move? Resiliences are negative.
Provided by Green Dot Bank, member FDIC. Terms apply.
Res is negative right now, so be careful. This is one of the things. I get res less than 0. Just be careful on this one. Res is greater than 0 here. There's your indicator on this one. Watch out. Okay. If I was on a long scalp, I'd probably be closing it first from here to here and then try again from here to there. If it does support. Watch out. Let's see what the Russell's doing today. What happened to my songs? Where's my songs? Can you guys see me? Okay, good. We good. What's up? Scalp Super Ranch for 7 hours straight. Let's go, Rowan. Let's do it, baby. So you might not do anything again. Yeah. She's having a lot of fun this morning. Let me show you some of the rules that we look for. This is some of the slightly up to test these ranges here. 530. This is gonna hit here. 454 on Qs, and then from there it's gonna be a little bit of a toss up. So that's where the gambling comes in. if you are a gambler, to toss up there. You're not a gambler. What I do is I take my one trade and I get out of the way. So whenever you complete these middle range trades, it's typically gambling from here on out. The market's balanced. You're just rolling the dice, and you don't really do that. If you're trying to have a little bit more methodical trading. So what I normally do is whenever I hit that major resistance, I'm pretty much done. So today, NASDAQ, S&P, the best, probably about there. And that's where the question is, what happens? Open and mean reversion, which is in the middle of bull and bear zone, you tend to close there roughly 75% of the time. This is stats from the back test. So the upper movement is somewhat squashed, but a break of this can be very severe and very, very, very good if it goes. So what I do is on the break side, if it goes through here and holds, it goes up and comes right back down, I can long right there with a 10-point stop, knowing that it could tuck back down inside of there. So if I take the long, it's a commitment trade. I need to get a lot of climb on this, and then I have a set stop on it. If resilience goes less than 0, I might bail on this early like it's doing it right now. Res is less than 0, so this guy is going to try to fight lower. As of right now, keep our own resilience. Resilience is showcasing the flux through this white box. If resilience is less than 0 like it is now, it's having a hard time finding the momentum to go here. So this bottom leg is more likely. So I'm going to get a little pullback here in just a second. That number stays depressed like it is. So there's this little big bull trap if res is less than 0. So we're going to get a little bit of a dip here. Dippy dip. Everybody smash that like button. Do me a favor. Go down the bottom of the stream. Hit that like button. Give us some love. Appreciate you. Help the algorithm out. Not a lot of things we ask of you guys to do. That would be very helpful to us. Get us a little bit of algorithmic love. The map on Q's looking somewhat clean-ish for the next week. Not too bad. Let me show the cheat sheets. From the Discord, you guys get all the educational material. You can see on here. Bottom of bull zone is slipping down, like so. Longs are accumulating over the next week, so it's not just like now, but over the next week. From this price, a little bit more bull pressure than bear pressure. And then of course on the lighter gray boxes, they slip down the bear zones. So that's bear's exiting position. So those that are short are more likely to cover than they are to go more short. It has to do with the distribution of positions, dealer positions against traders who are trading the underlying right here. So more calls, bull zone in the money, less puts of the money in a way. Think of it like that. So more forced longing between here and here. Now, again, that's Qs, and let's get SPY. So it looks like I'm going to get the dip that I want. Let's see what we do when we get there. Like I said, this is trying to press higher with a negative resilience. We all know with the markets being rational and everything's pretty stable here. This tends to, oops, wants to log me in, eh? Hold on 1 second. Be right back. My internet's being funky. S&P kind of tells a little bit of a different story. At least in the next 2 or 3 days, there's some bull liquidating. So markets looking like volatility is here to stay. So it's interesting to see that. The S&P bull side is sloping up like this, the bottom of the bull side. So might get maybe 1 or 2 days of pullback. So it's interesting to see that that's there. Today's resilience number on both sides are hinting that the market's looking to find a pullback. Does it mean will it accomplish that? We don't know. But in the short term, longer term Nasdaq very bullish. Longer term S&P very bullish. Short term S&P looking a little weak. It's interesting to see that. With these resilience numbers being negative, both sides are going to need to see a little bit of pick up in the stocks here. That's negative. That's negative. Negative resilience is resistance from there. Resistance from there. Tomorrow's the minutes. Yeah. FOMC minutes. All eyes and ears are on the FOMC rate cuts that were hinted at, possibly teased at, said we're going to probably do it, but they haven't done it yet. There's that kind of high end. If I was long, this is the end of it for now. With negative white resilience right here. I would assume that inside of here, the resistance is stronger than the support. But then again, I don't short this because the greater bull market is still there. Monthly maps technically still, well, this is bearish, this is bullish. DD strength there, monthly hedge pressure strength there. So it's like bullish on the month, slightly bearish on the next 2 or 3 days. No volatility. So it's still not a short market. I'm not looking for short setups for the market to collapse on itself. But limited long scalps inside of the window. If this resilience number heals itself, which is trying to do, that's good. Then the market's going to sustain a move higher. It's like right now, like I said, I wouldn't be shorting this. If I were longing, I'd probably be leaving my long right here. Res greater than 0 this way. Res less than 0 that way. Now, debatable on how much greater 0 you typically want it to be. In rational markets, anything just greater than 0 is good enough. So this is barely above 0. Nasdaq is still negative. So you get what you see on the oh, Nasdaq on a -40. Something is moving. Let's get up our. There we go. Something's wanting to move. There's that resistance we said. Look at that drop on Nasdaq right there. Oh, that's clean. It's hot. Don't I just like pointing at the fucking chart with the pencil and then just, you know, just... Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Selling options kind of day, correct, right? So what I normally would do... Look at that. Just... I mean, resilience don't lie. Look at that, dropped on a -40. What we're going to do is let's go ahead and look at the scan. Let's find out what stock did that, right? Let's look for below half cap. Or I just literally drawing red arrows on the chart and then kaput. Oh, well, now this is the reason you guys tune in the stream every day. Learn a little bit about the market. Thank you, thank you. All right, now let's see what it does, right? The limited upside here. If I were long, I'd be closing out, yada, yada. I didn't take the trade, so I didn't get my bounce. So again, let's see what's going to happen. Nasdaq trying to break hedge pressure a second time. Nasdaq might be the catalyst to get us some downside here. So keep your eye out. Liquidity map just shifted over to what showing you the bear short up possibility. So be careful. Monthly hedge is way down there. So like I said, this is kind of hourly chart pattern. We're looking at this one today. Team, anybody long this? Anybody short this? What are you guys doing? These mean reversions, I only trade from bottom to middle, top to middle. If the signs are all there. No trade yet. Yep. Nobody's caught in the long, are they? You here? Let's find what's going on with resilience. Anybody caught in a short here? Anybody caught in a long here? Or are you guys sitting on the side? We all doing? I like seeing all sides of the market. What all different trades you guys are doing. So I know what stock is not. Stock is not playing ball today. Little scalp, so now we have trade mean reversion sit on hands. You guys are so smart. Remember, Nasdaq wants to stay above hedge pressure. The resilience number getting a little worse by the minute. Something dropping 40 on Nasdaq. Oh, here it is. So something dropping that much on Nasdaq. Dropping a significant amount of the S&P. What can only guess that it's one of the majors. Take a look. And tag. And this, come on. An Apple. If on here what it would be. Amazon and Google. No, it wasn't Google that made them, it was Amazon. Yep, there it is. No, Amazon didn't break through either. Okay, let's look for, oh, I'm sorry. I was like half cap breakdown. That's what I wanted to find. I picked the wrong one. I was like, why is that list so huge? All right, let's see who did it. Microsoft, that's what it was. Okay. Well, you were the last one I was going to look at. There we go. There's your culprit. Microsoft was the change. I was wondering, why isn't it showing up on the scanner? You see that? So Microsoft just about face plowing through half gap right here. Was that significant change in both NASDAQ and S&P resilience? When we see them have both a high magnitude change in both indices, you know it's tech. If you see resilience drop in, like, say, S&P but not NASDAQ, then you know it's going to be energy stock or a financial stock, something that's in the S&P but not in the NASDAQ. So see that drop in both of them. You're just going to find out which stock it is. What you do is you set up the scanner, search for half gap breakdowns. You can either sort by distance to half gap, or the easiest one is sort by volume and just scroll down and see which one was it. Some of your bigger volume plays. And these are the ones that have broken half gap to the downside, opening above. So Microsoft, pull out some clues there. That's your big dog today. Close your Tesla done for the day. Killing it, baby. Universion reckon there's no news. There was news that Amazon was holding off on chips. How dare they? How dare they? Who do they think they are? Motion at your front door. Who is it? It's either Amazon or it's that raccoon that comes every day. Nvidia does have earnings tomorrow. So after that little quickie dip, looks like resilience is saving itself. So some of the stocks that were dipping are recovering. Okay, Microsoft again. Let's just see what it's doing. Trying to recover. Yep, Microsoft jumped right back above. So that was interesting to see that little dip. Very quick, very recovery. Market stabilized right after that. So I say mean reversions are choppy and weird. They typically be choppy and weird, so just being careful here. S&P didn't dip far enough for me to take my long on. Plus, signs are decent. Signs are better now, which is why, you know, in greater bull markets, we always talk about monthly maps. Q up. Let me get my pencil here. Well, you guys tune in every morning. I love it. A little fancier. Everyone smash that like button really quick. I'm gonna start making a rule. Help me out. Get up every morning. We'll stream for free for you guys on YouTube. If there comes a time when we don't get like at least half of the likes, just half. Oh, I'm not. Of total viewers. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start streaming on Zoom again. I'm gonna stop doing it on YouTube. That way, we charge money for our time. And so the free service you can pay with the thumb up. That's the payment. If you pay with the thumb up, I would be so happy. You guys would be awesome. Why is my pencil tool hating me right now? Let me do my task manager here. I'm gonna raise your data prices 1 penny a month, every month for 1 million months. It's punishment. I'll do it. Let me delete my pencil tool here. Appreciate you guys. Thank y'all for loving the stream. All right, let's open up the pencil tool. You can play the social media game. You've won the Twitter feud thing. What was the Twitter feud thing? Which guru are you talking about? The one that said they were going to enter the cup and never entered. The one that said they were going to enter the cup or actually, and that they had entered were actually banned. The one that lost $1 million trading, pretends to be a millionaire trader. Which one? Robin's Cup. Oh. Well, none of them entered the Robin's Cup for good reason. You know. You know. My team recently had a great conversation with Joel Robbins. So, we learned a lot. Oh, proving myself. Oh. Every single person that pointed at each other to enter that contest and screamed and yelled at each other. None of them did. And I did. I was like, oh, I'll do it. And then I realized like halfway through it, I'm paying ridiculous amounts of commissions. I'm paying a lot of commissions to train the Robin's Cup. So about 2 weeks just to grow myself onto the leaderboard. And then of course, like I don't know, maybe last month, I haven't really been doing much trading because marketplace is like 24/7 for me. So like, you know, we'll get back to it pretty soon. But to find out that everyone's lying, that was kind of the I mean, I guess I'm not shocked, but everyone was lying. Feuds online, everybody threatening each other to enter, and I was like, I'll enter. I'm in. All right, we're back. Oh, that's weird. So yeah, and I guess in the middle of me talking, like my computer just like froze up. That was the internet, but the internet's fine. It just goes bloop. My mouse stopped moving. We back. We back. So odd. I'm not really sure. Where were we? So to prove myself, one, the feud thingy with your actions. Oh, about yeah, totally. Oh, there's more to the story. We found out a lot of stuff about a lot of people in the last couple of months. A lot of these people out there. We'll just say that your suspicions are all correct. They were all talk. They're all fake. None of them actually trade. None of them trade well. None of them entered. And then I'd spend all this money on commissions. Enter a contest. Everybody's like, I'm entered. You're entered. Yeah, I'm entered. All they did was just use the name of the contest to get publicity. How terrible. But then again, you know, to some people, it's all about marketing. They're not really traders. That's it. I know Matt entered, which was cool. Matt entered, I entered, and that's about it that I know of. From all the people talking about it. We back. DD keeps coming down, trying to come down. So again, we're still kind of sitting in this like mean reverting area. I'm not doing any trades right now. Nothing. I'm done. Here to there is basically the only range that's easy to see from here. So I'm not shorting off of hedge. I'm not doing anything else from here. You and your wife did a little staycation in St. Louis. Cardinals game last night and got a room at the casino. Gonna go play some video poker. No trade today. Dude, that sounds like this. This is more like gonna be video poker today in markets. Have a good one, Jay. It's been hard lately to trade. Are you still in for the kill or just cruising with the market? I've been doing a lot of trading this last month. You guys see me, I've mostly been like jumping in the stream for about half an hour and jumping out. I'm getting in like 1 to 2 trading days. Normally, like we're signing up vendors for the marketplace, and like normally my days are like walking vendors through sign up and working on the last little tweaks of this. And look, the marketplace is, you know, multi-year project. We were secretly building it for a while. And we started talking about it last year, about a year ago, teasing it to everybody. And now that it's live, and there's a moment where we're going to start announcing it to everybody, like customer wise. We're trying to get vendors now to look at it. You'll all be switched over to marketplace accounts and you'll have to deal with it. But basically that's been my life developing, you know, comes down to the wire of our launch lines. And for now you can so don't go sign up for an account now. Nobody sign up for an account now, or you're gonna mess up everything that you have, because we're gonna try to transfer your account over at the same email. You can go look at it. It's temporary. URL is marketplace.rocketscooter.com. It's the temporary URL. Not all the things are fully prepped for launch yet. Couple more days, but you can go look at it and play with it and see it. It's pretty awesome. Rocket Script comes out in less than a month, where you can start coding your own indicators. The alerts function, where you can subscribe to your favorite callouts and alerts to show up in your platform. None of you guys really subscribe to alert services, or maybe you do. And imagine that I was an alert service and I called out my plays in a Discord. Well, now the bot will read your Discord message and broadcast it to your platform, maybe even draw it on the chart. These are the things we're building for the alerts function. Well, thank you, Andrew. Yeah, so that's it. We have a lot of big vendors on there already. So if you or your friends, or you know, sell something, have something, or even want to have something, make yourself a vendor page today. the idea is what's going to come in this. We built the framework for something big. Obviously, we're not expecting like a big splash explosion rollout where everybody's like, oh my god, it's the next biggest thing, let's go buy it, because it's selling other people's products and tools, so people are just going to rush out and go buy something new. But it's going to start fostering this creative environment where vendors can work together. Me and someone else, like me and a couple of someone else, has already started talking about making collaborative indicators where they want to build something up a hedge pressure and then maybe sell it, like another layer of risk management tool on top of hedge pressure. How cool would that be for those of you out here can take what we have started and build off of it and then give it, sell it, do whatever, to kind of have that peer-based collaborative sandbox to build in, and we give you the place to dump it into to distribute it. It's marvelous. Like the idea that vendors can all work together instead of the cutthroat competition between your quote unquote millionaire traders who are all fakes and frauds. You get the real traders out there with now a sandbox to start building and creating algorithmic tools with each other or indicators with each other, and sharing them, even giving them away for just the sake of research or bettering understanding of market, instead of you just buying people's quote unquote trading systems and leaving it at that. When is Rocket Scooter going public? That'd be kind of cool. Raise a little bit of money. Issue an IPO. Y'all come to my earnings calls if I go public? I'll start my earnings calls with what up, everybody, good morning. Oh, Rocket Script? Yeah. So we already have applied Rocket Script to a couple of white labels. They're not listed on the website yet. 2 of our vendors we've built entire platforms for, so it'll be on the marketplace this week. Right now we're working on just some UI modifications and some back-end stuff for us, and then we're good. But don't go make an account yet, because we're going to roll your account into marketplace account. So don't go in there yet. If you do already make an account, you're going to have an account in both places, and it might glitch out when we roll you over. You might lose the price that you locked in, so don't do that. John, come to those earnings. I'll be playing lo-fi hip-hop music during the earnings in the background. Resilience healing itself, half gap trading slightly higher. Any conspiracy theorists here? The moment I started talking about trading gurus, my computer freezes up. I'm just kidding. Will I need to be an approved vendor to use a Rocket Scooter script console? So Andrew, the answer is no. To sell something on the marketplace, you have to be an approved vendor. An approved vendor is a whole thing, but yeah, like approved vendor is different than you making something and sharing it. So you can make something in Rocket Script, and the console is going to have 2 different engines. We're calling the console. The console is the place where you input your code. There's 2 engines. One is the traditional engine that's going to allow you to code on server, like hedge pressure and all the other indicators we have here are done on a server. And that server code executes on server environment, and then the WebSocket connection broadcasts the indicator to the platform. So you can safely have your indicator locked away. No one can see it, and then you can distribute to the masses. We have the licensing system and all that stuff. Like many platforms have like local code obfuscation, or it's kind of encryption method that prevents it from being broken into or whatever, but you're still sending code forward, albeit encrypted or whatever, to people. It's hard to crack that, but still, stuff foolproof secure. Ours is secure. Because your code never leaves the server, and you only has access to it in the environment. So the neat thing is you code there, and you can list it on the marketplace and sell it. If you have like a secure IP that you want to distribute, you can do it that way. If you have something that you want to make the local Rocket Scooter Rocket Script console engine means you'll be able to go on your platform, just load up a local version of the console and then make indicators, and then they're here. You can click share to share the code with your friends. You can create a profile in our marketplace. It's free if you want to as well. So you can even make a vendor page and give it away for free. We're gonna have like social media aspect on the marketplace, so like people could follow you or tag you or like you, and then subscribe to you, and you can publish something and have a following, give it away for free. All that stuff is coming out. We want to be able to do that. So basically people can make it and sell it. People can make it and give it. People can make it and make a community out of it and just discuss it. Like there's a lot of you out there that are excited to be able to piggyback off of our indicators and write tools around them. That's going to be exciting. So from there, I think a lot of you are just going to make scripts and share them with each other in the Discord, or maybe even create your own online presence and share them. And the marketplace will serve as that like social media outlet for it. Res rising could be break of half gap, as Edward is saying. Res rising or falling isn't necessarily a useful indicator. Resilience being above 0 and below 0 is the design of it. So from here, hold on, let me open up my pencil tool. So if you have so our platform is going to come in 2 flavors, basic and premium. Basic platform is just going to be charting only. You just want charts, that's it. Premium is going to have all the extended features. Premium is going to be $15 a month. This doesn't apply to any of you guys because you guys have Pro Plus. Pro Plus is premium plus indicators. So we have premium. We might change the names later, but basic. Basic is charting. Premium is all the stuff, including Rocket Script, and then premium plus indicators is what you guys have as Pro Plus, which gets all the indicators here. The platform in these 2 versions are not going to come with our indicators. They're going to come with just the stock trading view. So our indicators, you got to buy them separately or bundled up, which is what you already all have. So don't change anything. The premium version will come with the console local. You'll be able to code your indicators locally, and then that's it. You want to sell your indicators on the site. Selling your local indicators where the code is visible will likely be a free service. We'll take a cut of your sale as a marketplace. If you have your indicators on a server, and you're running the server instance of our console, and you have this package, there's a monthly fee, an enterprise fee, to be able to have a server broadcast your code, locking it down. That's the whole point of the server. Puts a lock on it. So if you're ultra secure, like many of our vendors would like to be, you want to distribute your stuff securely with our technology that we invented, which is sending indicators via WebSocket to you instead of calculating them. Like this is all sent from the server. Then there's like a little enterprise fee. They pay a monthly fee, which covers like the hosting costs and things like that. The server's not much, but there's a little bit of a fee. If you want that security, there's an enterprise fee for it, basically. And then, and then there's one final package with that. If you want a full white label, which is what we call them, you can have your code on a server, and you can have your own UI that will build with your own colors, your own logo, your own everything, your own platform instance as the last piece. So the highest enterprise level is what we call white label. You get your own server, your own platform, your own tools, all coded in your own environment. That's all your stuff. So you can have a fully branded thing for yourself also. White labels, we have 4 that we've made. We're talking to like 3 other people now who want to do more. Or 4 that we're making, and then 3. This is a hot topic. So you're going to see a lot of people building their own software through us as years go by. So you might get a lot of new cool tools. We'll see. We'll see what spawns out of this thing we created. Because what I'm excited about is I'm making a sandbox, and let's see what people do in it. I built the most accessible, biggest sandbox in the financial industry for trading, period. We will have more, as soon as console comes out, we'll have more features in our language than even TradingView does. Because we can interact with multiple things, not just the trading charts. Our Rocket script will be able to talk to Discord bots and other things. We'll be able to talk to Discord channels and other things. a rocket script will be sophisticated enough to talk to social media. There's a lot of things it's going to do. So bringing traders together and creating things in the sandbox, who knows what people are going to invent with it. So I'm excited to see. Yeah, so like a lot more YouTube tutorials with those features. The rocket script is mostly done for the basic version of it. Our white label clients, we've already built indicators for them with it. It works very well. Side by side with TradingView Thinkorswim, it's just as fast, if not load times are faster, slightly faster, but there's no detriment. Like the server technology, there's no detriment to it having to broadcast it across the internet. The indicators load up just as fast. You guys have been staring at them this entire time. These are all broadcasts from the server. There's no hiccup there. The platform can load as much as you feed it with very little slowdown in your browser or memory use, because again, this is a broadcast. It's not doing the calculations locally, so you're not overloading your browser, so you can load more things inside of a browser. We can have more indicators here. Like if you put 50 indicators on TradingView and 50 indicators on our platform, TradingView would start to get a little clunky and ours wouldn't. That's the best part. Server has that ability to do, when it's doing all the work, the server side, to not have the platform crunching the numbers. Right? Rocket Script University, oh yeah. So when the script comes out, the language will have more extended features. Again, like the Discord and all that other stuff. Script can tell your coding language, send my output as an indicator, send my output as a small trade indicator, send my output as a trade alert, send my output as a scanner strategy. So like imagine you want to create a watch list, or even your output could be like create a watch list. So you want to create a watch list of your 5 favorite tickers, and you want to build a resilience out of it. So imagine there's a function called I'm just gonna make up some pseudocode. Set F as res, and you put in like right. So F would be a resilience function of these stocks. So like in this particular sense, you'll be able to build a resilience out of whatever tickers you want. It's like we build one out of the S&P 500, we build one out of NASDAQ, things like that. Say like in the future, when we create something, the idea is some of my tools like resilience will be base functions, math functions you can use to create your own resilience out of tickers you want. Something like that would be doable. Or say they want to make a scanner strategy, and you can say like your code can be if X is greater than, hold on a second. I'm just giving you pseudocode. Strat dot X, like set X as scanner. Strat.x equals if like a ticker greater than hedge pressure, less than monthly hedge pressure, and greater than, I don't know, MACD, like greater than 1 or 0 or whatever, right? So then it would do, and then like name set X as scanner equals like I don't know, we'll call it bear. You give it a name, set the strategy, and then once you do that, you'll be able to come here. I'm just giving you the pseudocode. This is not rocket script, by the way. I'm trying to describe an easy way to see it. So set your variable as a scanner and call it bear. The strategy of your object is if the ticker is greater than hedge pressure, less than hedge pressure, and MACD is greater than 0. then boom, it shows up on the list. And you come here and oh, there's Bear. Click it on. There's all the tickers. So you'll be able to write to any part of the platform. That's the goal with RocketScript. And that's where the rollout's going to create different like things you can interact with, not just coding indicators. The Post Malone. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Create small LM, take prompts to this turn into code, empower a lot of people to make things and sell in the marketplace. Yeah. Yeah. So the idea is that you'll have the flexibility to create anything you want. Like within reason, like you'll be able to create widgets in the platform. We can make them for you. If you need like a custom visual, we can make that. We'll build that for you. So like if you like the walls as a custom visual, for instance. What I thought about doing is allowing like my custom widgets like walls to allow you to utilize this kind of table to present data in. So if this is useful for anybody, that like you can actually output to a table like this. Another thing, an idea that I had is that your output can come to a table like this. If you create something, your output could come to here. The DD bands, rip. We'll have that fixed soon. Promise. So like any widget or module I create, I can allow it as like an output that you can point your code to. We'll have to have training on like how to use it. So if it's useful, yeah, maybe we can unlock it. So like your code isn't just drawing an indicator on a chart or drawing a picture on a chart. It can do other things, and RocketScript is going to have the flexibility to do that. When we're all said and done with it. Because on our backend, we have all these API connections we've built, from payment provider to Discord bots to other things. And so RocketScript's idea is that, say an example is that we go connect to another service. I'm gonna make up something. MailChimp, right? Say that we connect to MailChimp so that vendors or sellers can start, managing emails they send to their clients. Well, then there's an API connection between us and MailChimp. Then we write RocketScript that can utilize that and start talking to MailChimp. So maybe somebody could write code that can interact with MailChimp from their person. Like the idea is that's just a weird idea to interact with the mail service. But imagine you subscribe to anything we do as a company. We subscribe to some news feeds or some news services. Anything that we can connect to an API with, we want to allow our coding language to be able to pull data from that source. And then traders can have more flexibility. Like an example is a news service, a great idea. When news comes out, and the news service has some algorithm that ranks and parses the news, ranks it as like a score 0 to 100. Greater than 50, the news is bullish. Less than 50 is bearish. And then what if RocketScript could say like, if news service, dot event score greater than 50, then execute my algorithm and run my code. So you can pull news into the inputs of your logic and your code. So now you can incorporate news as part of your algorithmic strategy or whatever. So we want to make it to where it's as robust as you can get. Traders want to be able to interact with all their data inputs and create a super indicator with the news plus the call out plus the whatever. Our dream is to have it be that sophisticated, not just drawing indicators on the chart, but a full social media integrated, API integrated services that we have all tied to the coding language as well. That's the dream, at least, right? So the first iteration of that dream is the Discord. A vendor will be able to have a channel in their Discord that they type in. You as RocketScript, your indicator can pull that information from Discord into your platform using RocketScript. There's gonna be one of the features is with your educators that type in a special channel. What they'll do is they'll create a special channel in Discord that only they have access to, and they'll point that to what we call our alert service. And so anything they type in that channel will broadcast to a text feed in the platform. You as a coder can code and pull that data into your logic. if Guru trades Apple, then open Apple chart. And that code running. Something like that. So sky's the limit there. Well, that's basically it for today. No setup, nothing really easy to take. This was just kind of a choppy mess. I'm gonna call it, you guys. Get back to work. I love y'all. Thanks for tuning in and hear me share our vision and dreams here. Like I said, yeah, if you want to go just sneak peek at the marketplace, just to see what it looks like and play around with it, don't make an account with your current Rock Scooter account though. We're gonna port you all over. If you do go make an account, lose the rate that you pay, because you'll not be transitioned over. So don't make the account. You just go play the marketplace.rocketscooter.com is the temporary URL. When we're all said and done, rocketscooter.com will go straight to the marketplace website. Yeah, you guys can go check it out, see what it looks like. Go to the search engine, search for things. There's some tweaks being put on the search engine right now just for final functionality, but you can go like search for the word trading or something and see what pops up. And when we launch, like a couple of our vendors are piloting a couple of things. Like we're launching with a couple of white labels. We're launching with a couple of bundles. So bundles where two vendors can sell a mutual product together. Like one person makes a Discord, I make a trading platform, and me and that person can bundle our two things together and list them on the website as a collaborative product at a discount. So if mine's 100 and theirs is 100, we could sell it at like 120 if you buy both of them together. Things like that are cool. So like vendors and people can work together, and hopefully for you guys, it's going to create, you know, a lot of places for you to find deals and stuff on your favorite tools and stuff out there. He said, I'm pumped. This is my last, my latest thing I've done. Yep. Build the technology, then build an app, then build a trading platform. Now build an ecosystem and a marketplace. This has just been a fun 6 years, 5 years of development of all this since we started making the apps 5 years ago. You guys have been here for the whole journey. It's awesome. Thanks for your patience and all that, right? And as soon as Marketplace is done, we're going to start building more features in the platform. Like that's my, as soon as Marketplace is out, RocketScript is out, features is all my next thing. Features and other things. So more stuff for you guys, more features for people to code into. The AI assist, all that stuff we talked about before. In-platform education, all of that. We're going to next step. If you break hedge pressure, I could blood pressure. Yeah, usually. Now, if it breaks with volume and holds, usually. Now, 75% of the time, it will close back below it. And that's kind of the rule. Or close back inside this mean reverting area. So 25% of the time it'll go. Now it doesn't, you know, stats are stats. But yeah, if it's supporting with volume, as it starts to build and there's some volume support there, then it likely can continue to go. Now I don't take those bets, and if they do go, they go really fast and they go really far, but I don't normally take those bets. I'm not the trader that trades the breakout and then the continual breakout. I like to trade inside of here. I want to trade from here to there, and that's basically it. As this can fail most of the time, the breakouts can fail most of the time, I don't take them. So if I do take them, I trade them small, very small position. Stop exactly where I want it to be. In this particular instance, I would put a stop if I were trading this right here below half cap. You want resilience to stay above 0, because if it goes below 0, then this can fail and drop down to there. And you want your DD to stay greater than half, because DD greater than half is support on bull zone. So right here, this move can be supported for further breakout if that's greater than half usually. Now the DD rule doesn't say that. What the DD rule usually states is that if you're in that mean reversion, I'll show you the cheat sheet, that it usually tucks back in, and that's the position I think a lot of people take from this group, because while the breakout trade is rarer and moves faster, it's less common. Oh, it's faster. It is less common, and so because it moves really fast, it always means trade small because it's a less common trade. The rare events, I always trade small. Put something to it just to not miss out. Where is the cheat sheets? Okay. The DD rule is here. Let me show it to you. So if you look at our, you know where our cheat sheets are, right? It's like in this mean reverting area, if DD greater than half, sorry, that it tends to flux towards the bull zone rather than sell off to the bear zone more often than anything. So like the flux just moved to the bull zone. Had I got that trade right at the open, I would be exiting my long right here. And then if it continued to break out and I wanted to play, just put a couple pennies to it, like a micro or something. Because normally it just gets there, and then we don't try to guess what happens from there, because it's mostly kind of like a gambling situation. Rare that it breaks out. Usually it tucks back in by the end of the day. A lot of times it'll trap people and then suck back in. This is harder to trade, but the one thing I do know is I don't short against this, right? It's like none of the signals today were to short. None of the signals were like markets are crashing. It was just like, oh, we had that resilience scare. Then once resilience fixed itself right here, we all had that signal. The market was likely to close the gap this way. And that's just how resilience works. DD is telling me that, you know, bull zone is trying to be support. So any support at hedge pressure is a long entry with a small position if I were trading it. Yeah, for myself. Yep. All right, we'll see y'all later. Adios.